Welcome back to Bike Buzz Review. Today, we're throwing it back to a bike that doesn't always get the spotlight it deserves, the Harley-Davidson Sprint. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a second, Harley and Sprint in the same sentence. Yep, that's right, this isn't your traditional roaring V-twin Harley. Instead, it's a lightweight, sporty little machine with a story that might surprise you. So buckle up, or should I say, strap on your helmet, because we're diving deep into the design, performance, and legacy of the Harley Sprint. And hey, before we kick this off, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss a ride with Bike Buzz Review. Ready? Let's roll. Design and style. Now, at first glance, the Harley-Davidson Sprint doesn't scream classic Harley. This bike was produced during the 1960s and 70s, back when Harley wanted to compete with the flood of smaller, sportier motorcycles from Europe and Japan. And here's the twist: the Sprint wasn't entirely Harley-born. It was based on the Italian Airmacchi motorcycles, thanks to Harley's partnership with the Italian company. The styling: compact, agile, and a little rebellious. Unlike the heavyweight Harleys you're used to seeing, the Sprint had a much leaner profile. Slim gas tank, low-slung frame, and that signature minimalist charm of European design. It was available in both road and off-road versions, making it versatile for riders who wanted a city cruiser and a dirt kicker. And the best part, the Sprint carried a bit of Italian flair mixed with Harley toughness. Think of it like Harley putting on a sharp Italian suit, unexpected but stylish. Engine and performance. Alright, gearheads, this is where things get interesting. Under the tank, the Harley Sprint featured a single-cylinder 4-stroke engine, with sizes ranging from 250cc to 350cc depending on the model. Now, I know, 250cc doesn't sound like much compared to a thundering 1200cc Sportster. But wait for it, this bike was all about agility. It could zip through traffic, handle curves with ease, and give riders a taste of sporty performance at a time when Harley's big bikes weren't exactly known for nimbleness. The Sprint could reach top speeds of around 80 to 90 miles per hour, pretty impressive for its size back in the day. And thanks to its lighter build, it felt quick off the line. Riders loved its smooth handling and easy maneuverability, especially compared to heavier Harleys. But let's be real, was it flawless? Not exactly. The engine was known to vibrate, and long rides could leave you feeling a bit rattled. But hey, that's part of the vintage charm, right? Features and technology. Now here's where the Sprint shows its uniqueness. It wasn't loaded with high-tech gadgets like today's bikes, no fancy traction control, no digital displays. Instead, it was simple, rugged, and built for riders who wanted a back-to-basics experience. But that doesn't mean it was boring. The Sprint offered both street and scrambler versions, which meant you could choose between pavement cruising or light off-road adventures. Plus, its kickstart mechanism gave riders that old-school biker vibe. There's just something satisfying about kicking your bike to life, it feels raw and authentic. Some later models also featured electric start options, which made it more beginner-friendly. And since it was relatively lightweight, the Sprint became a popular choice for younger riders looking to step into the Harley world without the intimidation of a heavyweight. Price and final opinion. Alright, let's talk money. Back in the 1960s and 70s, the Harley Sprint was priced lower than the big Harleys, making it accessible to a whole new generation of riders. Today, if you're lucky enough to find one, prices vary wildly depending on condition and rarity. A clean, restored Sprint can fetch anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 or more in the collector market. So, what's the final verdict? The Harley-Davidson Sprint may not have been the loudest or the biggest Harley, but it was one of the most important in terms of reaching new riders. It showed that Harley wasn't afraid to experiment, and it carved out a unique place in motorcycle history. Would I recommend it? If you're a collector, absolutely. If you're a rider who loves vintage charm, Italian design, and Harley heritage rolled into one, this bike might just be your dream machine. But if you're after raw power and highway dominance, you might want to look at the bigger Harleys. Closing. So, there you have it, the Harley-Davidson Sprint. A small bike with a big story. What do you think? Should Harley have kept experimenting with lightweight models, or was this just a quirky chapter in their history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the world of motorcycles. This was Bike Buzz Review, and until next time, keep riding, keep exploring, and always stay buzzing.